The evacuation alarm screamed through the colony's corridors as Commander Sarah Chun sprinted toward the residents' quarters. Behind her, Lieutenant Voss shouted orders into his comm unit, his voice barely audible over the klaxons. All personnel to the shuttles. We have 8 minutes to atmospheric breach. Sarah's boots pounded against the metal grating. 7 minutes now. The Kepler 442b colony was dying, its atmosphere processors sabotaged by unknown hostiles. Every human would evacuate. Those were the orders. Every human. She burst into the child care center and found him immediately. Rixtala, the only Vendrian child in the colony. His iridescent skin had turned the pale blue of fear, and his 3-fingered hands clutched a worn stuffed bear that the Peterson kids had given him. Commander Chun. He rushed to her, his translator collar rendering his clicks and whistles into standard. Where's my mother? She promised she'd come. Sarah's heart clenched. Rixtala's mother worked in the mining tunnels on the far side of the colony, the tunnels that had been the first to lose atmosphere. Command, this is Chun. I have the Vendrian child, requesting permission to bring him aboard. Static. Then Captain Morrison's voice, cold and clipped. Negative, Commander. Our treaty with the Vendrian Empire is complicated. Taking their child without proper authorization could be considered an act of war. He stays. Sir, he's 7 years old. That's an order, Commander. The diplomatic fallout will result in a living child, sir. Sarah scooped Rixtala into her arms. I'm bringing him. Commander Chun, if you disobey this direct order, you will face court-martial. Your career. She terminated the connection and ran. The corridor shook. 5 minutes. Rixtala buried his face in her shoulder, his small body trembling. My mother said humans keep their promises, he whispered. We do, Sarah said, her voice fierce. I promise you're getting off this rock. She burst onto the landing pad. The last shuttle sat with engines glowing, ramp already rising. Lieutenant Voss stood at the entrance, one hand on the control panel. Their eyes met. Don't, he said quietly. Chun, don't throw away everything you've worked for. Get out of my way, Marcus. They'll court-martial you. Dishonorable discharge. Maybe worse. Then they'll have to explain why they left a child to die for politics. 3 minutes. For a long moment, Voss didn't move. Then he stepped aside and slammed the ramp control. Buckle in. Both of you. The shuttle lifted as the colony's dome cracked behind them, atmosphere venting into space like a dying breath. The court-martial lasted 3 days. Sarah stood at attention as Admiral Rodriguez read the verdict, guilty of disobeying direct orders. However, given the circumstances, he paused. Sentence suspended. Officially reprimanded. Unofficially, well done, Commander. Behind the gallery divider, Sarah could see Rixtala in the arms of his father, a Vendrian ambassador who had arrived within hours of the incident. The child waved, his skin now a healthy deep purple. His father approached her afterward. Commander Chun, you violated protocol, treaties, and orders. His translator rendered his gratitude. You also saved my son's life. The Vendrian people do not forget such debts. Neither do I. As Sarah left the courthouse, Lieutenant Voss fell in a step beside her. Worth it? He asked. She thought of those 3-fingered hands clutching a stuffed bear, of a child's trust that promises meant something. Every single second.